All right, so let's talk about placing a conditional order. So first things first, make sure that you are in the conditional order template. And the conditional order at the base level still involves either a limit or a market order. What makes the conditional order unique and useful is that you're able to pick a trigger or condition that first needs to be met before either of these order types are executed. So if you're using a limit order, you still have to pick a limit price and a quantity. If you're choosing a market order, you still need to choose a quantity. But what we're doing is we're essentially keeping these orders sidelined unless price passes through a certain level. So we could pick that trigger price in advance. So this is very useful for stops. This is very useful for breakouts. So we'll go ahead and show how a limit order in this case would work. So in this case, our trigger price is going to be 9,000 and our limit price is going to be 8,950. And you could go about entering these in the same manner you would if we were using the standard order types, in this case a standard limit order. So we can go ahead and select off of the book. We can go ahead and manually enter this in or use the plus or minus signs. But in this case, we're going to have a trigger price that is essentially $50 above the market price that we're looking to get in at. So when we place this order, so go ahead and select buy. Again, we could choose all of our post-only time and force selections down here the same way we would in a traditional limit order. But we'll be presented with this template, so we can either put on a take profit, a stop loss. We have all of this relevant information for our trade. But now when we place this order, it will not be placed unless this trigger is hit. So what that means is we have a trigger at 9,000. So in this case, you can see up here, 9,000. That's the price we chose. And until that level is hit, our limit order for 8,952 will not be placed on the book. So once this level is broken, so once 9,000 is broken, immediately after that happens, a limit order at 8,950 will be placed, and it'll be placed in the same manner if you were placing a standard limit order. You'll see it pop up down here. Now, if you're using a market order, the only difference is if our trigger was 9,000, once price moved through this level, so once price moved through 9,000, a market order to buy would be executed instead of a limit order. So this is very useful for a multitude of reasons. And essentially we're able to say we want to be in the position, but we don't want to be until a certain criteria or condition is met.